So my
Oh, that's
favorite thing to
bad.
do is
Sorry, wasn't trying to cut you off, Chunky.
All right, so we are on our way to kill something, right?
Yes. So I think we were gonna rest and then make our way up north.
Okay,
Then
now I've actually got my voice so I can hear everything. So that's woohoo. I didn't see my
Look,
voice doing the thing.
look, we need to go to Kelvins Cairn. I'm just saying.
Well, let's talk about that right now since we're kind of in this position. If you look, I've got it pulled up. I haven't heard anything from Adam, so if he shows up, that's awesome. So you're in East Haven right now. You've just pulled up to the outside. Grand scheme of things, it is day 11 at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You have just started to get into your darkness period. And it won't be passable with light until 10 o'clock the next morning. But it's not totally dark. It gets totally dark in about the next 3 hours. I know that Vernon's got his fizz and her fizz, and on these red dotted trails, he can go 20 feet in an hour, and that's if he's not pushing the dog. And I believe the dog got a rest, like everything should be copacetic with the dog's endurance, and or what's the word I'm looking for? It's exhaustion levels.
Cool. So what do you guys want to do? You guys want to push for 3 hours and try to hit try to get as far north as we can? Are we going to be able to make it to this next little township prior?
what shape is his fizz and her fizz in? Are they have enough stamina to make it?
So let's see, there's 1 hour.
If they got it in them, might as well.
I'll say you can do 3 hours and get to Cairn if you're looking at going up north. But what happened that's leading us in these directions? I'm thinking you guys are making this determination as you're like kind of pulling into the site of East Haven. The town is a little bit of a hustle and bustle with the recent caper for the Chartlin figurehead. Reports that you're getting is adventurers are coming in from all over the Ten Towns area to kind of figure out what's going on. They had a dwarf in captivity, but they didn't last long when he was being questioned. So all they know is that they were using the Chartlin for a project. It seems like a self-crowned dwarven king by the name of Sunblight is down there, and he's got evil intentions with it. They weren't able to get too much more information about it, though. So what's the group think?
I think I don't remember. We were heading up to Kelvin's Cairn because there was a Yeti. Was it a Yeti?
Yeah, that's what we were going for.
Well, so we were investigating the missing miners thing, right? And supposedly there's some sort of treasure up there. The Yeti's just kind of a
Hey, guy. Don't be meta playing this shit. You don't know that. You just want to go kill a Yeti.
No,
I didn't
No,
say anything
you want us
about
to
that.
go with you.
I want us to go
That's
there
right.
because
Yeah,
I know about the money and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah. No.
I'm just being honest. It is true. That is why we're going up there. But your character has no clue about
You know
that.
what? My bad. My
Yeah,
bad. You know what though?
yeah.
For my character's part, killing a Yeti is reason enough.
See, that's what I thought.
Yeah, yeah. No, spilling blood is totally an acceptable reason. That's a treasure in and of itself.
Violence for violence sake.
Yes.
Well, for me, I'm very interested in figure out this Charterland situation and perhaps getting my hands on a little bit of it myself. But
I
I'm
mean, we
willing,
all are. I mean,
I'm
you
willing
and me
to help
both.
you guys out, but I would like to either come back here as the next stop, so to speak. So I'm okay if you guys want to continue on to Sierra Denevel, or
Did we
I
get the
can-
information that we need?
I don't know. Did you guys talk to anybody? We didn't talk to
I
anybody
mean,
yet. We just rolled up.
Yeah.
yeah, because if we didn't need to actually talk to anybody or go here, then we
Well,
could
I
just.
was gonna start talking to people about the situation, but if you guys would rather just roll, we can come back. That's fine. I'm just saying I'd like to come back here because there's important business to handle. But I'm all about getting up to Kelvin's Cairn.
There also is the report of that group that got lost on the expedition. But that was
That
like
was-
within the first couple days.
Yeah. There's a bounty out for the recovery, correct? Or not a bounty, but didn't we see a board?
You know that Keegan is looking for his husband. So at this point it might be a recovery operation and less of a rescue operation.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is gonna. I say, and that's a. I'll actually say that out loud. You know, it's sad. We didn't get to him soon enough, but at least we could, return his body.
Yeah, I'm down.
Do you remember the last whereabouts we were told?
Um, didn't he tell me, like in Kelvins Cairn, or was it just like?
It's Kelvin's Cairn. He goes up there a lot. That's how he made his living, with him and his guide dogs. So somewhere around there, there's probably a base camp, but it's been about a week. So
That should still be easy enough for me to track.
given your inclination and your expertise in that type of environment, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we want to? Are we gonna stay here long enough to do some shopping, or?
If you need something, what do you need?
I need more weapons, and I'm thinking about getting a horse.
A horse.
Well,
Well,
we've only
money.
got the one mode
got
of
two-
transportation right now. Yeah, but it's one mode. It's we got like one sled we're working off of, and
Nope. Negative. It's two different sleds. It's put together. It's like a little tram thing.
Yeah.
Set up for us. If need be, we can always split it up and have two people, like two different sleds with two different dogs.
yeah. Well, I can wait until we get to the next town, see what they got there, before we rest.
And
So,
as for like amount, they don't do horses. Their hooves don't do quite well, but there are axe beaks, and their large feathery feet allow them to kind of snowshoe across. So it's either axe beaks or sled dogs.
Okay,
We'll get you those distances.
cool. Yeah, well, I can pick up one of those things at the next town. We're good.
Yeah, they're about 50 gold, and it comes with not only the axe beak but also the barding and like 10 days worth of food for it.
Sounds good.
Cool.
So you taking it to Cair Dinaval?
Sounds like the plan.
Can we just bypass if we don't need to actually go here? Like, I feel like that'd be a conversation that we would have on the way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just curious. DM, it's on you.
So if you're good, you could subtract the what is that? We'll say you could subtract the. We'll go with 1 hour's travel time.
Okay.
So I'll let you get a free hour out of it.
So that would put us here about 5
Like
p.m.
right about here.
Yep. And then it's 20 feet on this, doubled with if you're gonna push it, anything on those red dots. So we'll do the first hour then.
Let's see. That'll be 20, 30, 30 right there. And we can get to Cardinaval in like almost 2 hours, just under 2 hours.
Well, we'll
Works for me.
we'll round it up and say 2.
Okay.
Are you guys touristing it up, or are you pushing on?
Probably on a mission.
Yeah, we're on a mission.
It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon now. It's gonna start getting a little bit darker as time progresses. But right now it's still okay. This is your last hour of afternoon. So go ahead and take it for the next.
Yeah. Are we in agreement? So we're gonna keep going, or are we gonna stop and let everyone rest?
Yeah.
We'll use every bit of day we have, daylight.
We
whatever.
can get to Kira Koenig in the next in the next
hour.
bout.
Yep.
Yep.
We're not too far.
Yeah. So that's probably where we're gonna be finding out more information about. Wait, this is where we met the mother, isn't it?
No, you've never been up here.
No, okay, so we've never been up here. So we have to find somebody that can help us know where the what is it called?
If there's a camp, if there's a
summit, the
Yeah.
summit camp is located.
maybe somebody's gonna hand map they can provide.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And it's 6 o'clock, so I feel like we could at least have a beer or have an ale and talk to the locals, I guess, at the bar, see what they know.
Well,
Did I
hold
ever
on
get his
just a
name?
second. For who?
Or what's his nuts? The ghost guy that talked to me?
No, you were just like, yeah, you can get inside of me.
No homo?
Too easy.
I'm sorry, he just slipped right by. Oh, by the way, real quick, off subject. If you guys haven't had him yet, the post, pretty good.
What are they? What's the deal?
So it says
Caramel?
it's toasty swirled salted caramel and shortbread flavored cream.
Hell yeah! You had me at caramel, especially salted caramel.
Yeah, salted
Hell
caramel.
yeah.
Yeah. Brooke's
That's
not a
bomb.
huge fan of them.
All right, so we're going.
Can we go to the speaker's house first?
All right, hold on.
All right, so Cair Koenig, you would know as being from around this area. There is about 150 in this population. The speaker is Torvis. he's a silver dragonborn. He's a retired adventurer who kind of got his seat, and he spends the majority of his time drinking at the hook, line, and sinker, and telling old war stories.
Like it. All right. Is that where we're going?
Yes, for sure.
Cool.
Let's go there. I want to talk to him, and we can talk about all the sentient animals that we've killed, the albinos.
So you head to the hook, line, and sinker. It is a pretty decent fishing tavern. There's a couple of people milling about. This place has got a lot of different places that you can go to hang out and drink. There's the Frozen Far Expeditions, which is the adventuring outfitter, and then the Northern Light, which is the inn for the area. And as you enter the hook, line, and sinker, you see the regular proprietor, Glenn, who's a half elf who's polishing a glass, waves to you as you come in. He says, "Take a seat anywhere. What can I get you?"
I'll ask for an ale.
He pours you an ale. We're gonna say that the cost on that is like 2 copper pieces, so there's no need to really even attribute anything to that.
Thank you. I'll say I just give him money for it.
Yeah. So you got the silver dragonborn kind of in some armor. He's holding a regal position as he's looking around. He's drinking a little bit. Smile crests his lips. So, new in town. What's the news from down south?
So I'll sit back quietly, take another drink of my beer, looking over towards one of the guys, seeing if they're going to answer him. I don't speak well.
I killed a giant worm.
So there was a huge worm that got killed. Did you see that thing that ship that fell from the sky?
People said about a meteor crash during the last blizzard, but nobody's gone down to check it out.
We just helped them get their ship back up and running.
And I got one of these, and I'm going to slam one of those huge teeth on the table.
He takes a look at it. It's pretty big. It's like it could possibly come from a young dragon.
Yeah, that is what she said.
Ron hit hard.
So
what?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. After you, sir.
Have you heard anything about familiar fighting?
I'm familiar with fighting.
I understand that you look like it. You've been in a few fights before. But this is different. This is where we fight with our familiars, as I pet Steely. And I'm like, this is where our familiars fight each other in kind of a gladiator type scenario. Well, without me boring you with more details or anything like that, there is going to be a big a big come together, and we would like to give you that information.
Where's it gonna be?
What is the name of that town that we live? It's not Lonely Wood. Is it- What's the name of the town?
What town are you
Alex?
looking at?
Is it Lonelywood?
Let's pop
That's
up on
the.
the DM Icewind Dale layer. Are you talking about where
It
you
is.
got
It
your?
is Lonelywood. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be held in Lonelywood,
Ah,
and the time. The time and day is in the works as of right now. We're trying to get plenty of prospected um, fighters, talent, prospective talent.
so show up to Lonelywood whenever.
Not whatever. We will send out a message on exactly when the day is. We might even have somebody come by and tell the town crier.
Okay, it'd be interesting to see. How much are you charging?
Again, all that information will be handed out when you when we send our town send it to the town crier.
Ah, okay.
I'm gonna have to get with Damien and ask him what he's come up with for this as well. I don't know how much things like this would normally be in this kind of world.
Well, you're the one who's trying to put it together, so whatever Vernon Schultz thinks it should be, because
All right.
this is your goal. Which reminds me, if and when we get to this familiar fighting thing, if everybody creates like their own person with a creature, then we could just bracket fight each other, and then
Hell
nobody has
yeah,
to sit out.
that would be awesome. They could be fighters from all over.
Yep, the ones that Gab's dastardly is talked
Going
to.
to get exactly.
So, Vernon, why don't we tell this gentleman why we're here?
Oh,
Aside
sorry.
from familiar fighting, I know you're passionate about that.
I get caught up on my familiar fighting. My apologies. Why don't you take this, Chauncey? I need to drink a little more now.
Well, I don't know all the details. Okay, I'll just cut to the chase. Um, we're looking at going to Kelvins Cairn. We heard about some missing folk up there and some other stuff, so we're just interested. Do you know what's up there? Do you have the lay of the land, so to speak?
We send people up there a little bit. There was someone from the Arcane Brotherhood. She had a bunch of kobolds with her. She was interested in ascertaining whether or not Kelvin's Cairn was a piece of a lost Netherese city.
Ooh, that sounds important.
She could never find a guide to bring her up there, though. I think she's traveling around the 10 towns. Her name escapes me, but she's part of the Arcane Brotherhood, and she was sent here to try to end the Rime. Rather,
Oh, I gotta take this real quick, guys.
alright, rather hoity-toity.
So this is the second or third time we've heard of this arcane of the Brotherhood. Do you know any more about this? Can you speak to this?
Well, one of the Arcane Brotherhood was burnt down in Brynchander for turning on some adventurers. Another one possibly stole the one that I was talking about with the kobold's orb, and said that they fled out to the moving sea to strike a deal with Arl. They're all going on about trying to end the everlasting Rime, so that way they could get to the Ragahead Glacier. I guess said that there's chunks of the city, this ancient floating city that had broken off. At least this is what legends say. And it's substantiated by those fields of glass that we find, the Chartolin.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I am also interested in learning more about this chartling as well. Are you guys familiar with anything he's speaking of? Have you heard of this?
For everybody who grew up in the Ten Towns area, there's old wives' tales about an old floating city, and like people say that every once in a while you can find like chunks of it embedded. But since the winter came 18 months ago, it has been just a perpetual state of frozenness. So everybody's just trying to endure what's going on right now. It looks like the Arcane Brotherhood are trying to get to that for some reason.
Hmm.
But
Are you?
but it
Go
isn't
ahead.
like all of you great adventurers here where everybody works together. It seems like those four all kind of came with their own motivations, so they are less inclined to work together to accomplish their goal and more like, I'm from the Brotherhood, I'm going to make this happen.
Hmm. Interesting. You know anything about a missing hiker in that area?
I have heard something. They said that one of the normal guides, he failed to return. We sent some people up there, but we didn't find anything.
Interesting. Is there like a base camp or something that we could maybe visit?
At the toe of the mountain, there's numerous places that people can tuck into, but it takes a seasoned guide to be able to find it.
Are there any such of those people around here in this tavern?
No, we're pretty much fishing folk around here.
Well, it's a
Can we
good
get
thing we have this guy back here, and I point to Gron.
Gron hunt Yeti?
There's definitely some up there. We've heard it's billows. It's part of the
So,
reason why they don't want to head up there.
so Vernon, you have any more details you want to ask about, or
Who is the
Um,
group that went up looking for the missing hiker? Can I talk to them just to get an idea as to direction, bearing, anything,
where
obstacles?
they searched.
Yeah.
They headed off to the eastern side to catch the first light of the rays. They weren't they weren't very lucky with locating them.
There's a
it
good
sounds
start.
we don't go on the eastern side?
No, the eastern side's going to be better for us to start with. I don't trust that they didn't miss something, and that's going to give us the most light. So if we move around there,
Do you
all
know
right.
where the most Yeti activity has been? Like near, like their territory type.
The reports say that there's a cave near the top of the mountain that the Yeti makes its home in. Not a lot of people venture up there willingly.
It's understandable. Not a lot of people are as awesome as us. Don't forget the name Vernon Shoals, two Z's.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Gron.
Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. It's
Mm.
great to see another Dragonborn around as well.
You're very welcome. As he continues to sip his ale.
I think we have what we need here, gentlemen.
We need to make a stop at the little expedition outfitter up there before we take off. Or I need to make a stop anyways. I can go hit that
That's
up
fine.
now if you guys want to turn in or find some place to sleep for the night.
But we're 4 hours into the day, for our day.
I think it's like six or seven, isn't it?
It is in the hour of 6 o'clock at night. It is starting to get dark.
I mean, from when we last slept.
I don't know.
I don't know if we want to be traveling at night anyway.
To up this mountain.
Probably not the best.
Since it's going to be, it looks like it's potentially going to be uneven terrain and all that fun stuff.
What is the weather report?
The weather report? People are saying that there might be a blizzard tomorrow. But other than that, it looks clear. That's what the druids are saying.
Are they saying late tomorrow or early tomorrow? Because that kind of...
That's about as much as they know with the cantrip that they cast. The weather's gonna turn shitty tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
So my vote is I can hit Frozen Far Expeditions, gear up, and then we head out first light.
What is the Northern Light? Is that the?
That's the inn.
Okay, that's the end. All right.
Yeah, gold piece a night. Comes with a meal.
Oh, before we do leave you, could I ask you if you guys have any bounties out?
Bounties?
Like things needing to be done, people to be found type situation.
Yeah, people around here saying that a lot of their stuff's going missing. Seems like somebody's taking things in the middle of the night. Although
Any tricks?
that's slowed down since after the last blizzard.
You need tracks?
Unfortunately, they just go off around. If it was easy and if it was as easy as looking at where the tracks went, we could have solved this by ourselves. Seem to be a little bit smarter than wanting to be caught or have stuff lead back to them.
It's possible we might be able to assist you in this after, obviously, the mission that we're on right now.
All right.
What's the reward for finding them?
Oh, for putting an end to it, I'd say 50 gold.
James?
And see what I can do.
Well, I bid you adieu. We need to head to the nearest Smith, I guess. I guess that's what he needs, right? That's what you said you needed?
So, Frozen Far Expeditions, you can find anything that's in the Player's Handbook at Player's Handbook prices.
Okay, cool. So I just need first off, I need one of them winter beast things.
Axebeak?
Yeah.
50 gold.
Cool. I need the biggest, meanest one that you have, because I'm big and mean.
There is one that got turned in from a Goliath that never used it. It's called Murder Face.
I want Murder Face.
You have Murder Face.
Hells yeah. Okay. Then I also need stock up on some javelins. Now that I can carry a little bit more weight. Alright. And I also need, let's go with 100 feet of rope. some ice axes. Yeah, basic climbing gear.
Yeah. Well, if you buy the climbing gear kit, I believe it has that stuff: hammers, pitons, rope, all that other good
Yes,
stuff.
I need one of those. How much?
Whatever it says for the climber's kit in.
Oh yeah, wait, I gotta pull that up.
That is all good.
I can make a climber's kit.
Cool. And yeah, that should be good for me for now. Oh wait, it needs more hunting, needs more traps. Yeah, some more traps. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna go talk with Murderface.
This is, as soon as you go in there and you've paid for it, the guy hands you the bill of sale, and you notice that he's missing like the tips of like two of his fingers. They're like freshly bandaged. As he's like, do not let your guard down. This one is tricksy.
Yeah. I probably know what I'm doing more than you. And then I just walk away.
Remember, all sales are final.
Cool. I cast Speak with Animals.
I knew that was coming. This is such a ranger thing to do. Like, yep, you're just a dumbass. Don't know how to fucking do it. Hey, what up, dude? You took off two of
Finally,
his fingers? Good job.
a peasant worthy of my admiration. Look at me. Look at my form.
I'm in charge.
It bumps up against you.
I bump up against it.
Give me an
And then
give me an intimidation.
okay.
Are we watching this happen? We're all just like,
If you guys came along for it,
I'm here for the show.
Oh,
it bumps into you. You bump into it, and it's like, ah. Starts looking around a little bit cagey, and
okay.
then
I'm gonna.
and it coughs up. It looks like a mummified goblin's hand that's like wrapped in some linen.
I approve. Okay, I'm gonna reach into my pants and get a good like whiff of my grundle, and I'm going to rub it on its face so it knows my scent.
That's so disgusting.
Such embarrassment. The one with the large sword previous to you was never this horrible to me.
Ron's in charge. Shh. Good murder face, and then I'll give him an apple.
He tries to bite your hand off as he takes the apple. Obviously, he wasn't able to get it from you, but he's very aggressive. He starts murmuring underneath his breath, talking about his previous owner and how stupid he was and how much he took advantage of him, and how, given the right circumstance, he will come back to his full might.
Yes, might. Want you strong. Murder face, my best friend now. And then I hug him. Big half orc hug.
It stands there and it allows to be hugged, and he said, I might eat you last.
So will I.
I just want to say, I think it's awesome that you get to do the like puking up again because of what happened in the last campaign. Just saying, that's freaking awesome.
All right, I'm good. I'm gonna make sure Murderface is comfortable for the night.
It is. It keeps talking about wanting to make a nest from the entrails and rib cages of its enemies.
I discuss best practices for entrail nests.
What in the hell are those two talking about?
It's like squaw, squaw.
I'm using a
He's
lot of
squeaking over there.
I'm using a lot of body movements and hip thrusts,
Mm, I'm
like
so
an
glad I came along.
interpretive dance of communication.
Absolutely. All right, you are bonding with your new mount that seems to have accepted you as its new owner.
Metal.
Murder face the axe beak. All right, what's everybody else doing?
So Gron, is that thing gonna be hostile toward us, or you got it under control?
Both.
Okay then. I'm gonna start just walking back to the Northern Light. Going to get me a room.
All
Oh
right.
wait, stand by. I also need a map from this expedition place.
The map of Kelvin's Cairn.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can bring it up. That's what it looks like.
Word. Hey guys, I got a
Damn.
map.
I was picturing it would look like the Grinch's mountain.
Could possibly on the other side. But the route kind of goes, if I'm going to draw on it, and I'll use purple because, you know, you go like this, and then across here, and then you summit, and then around here is where they say that the Yeti's cave is.
Nice. So are we going down for the night then? Well,
Yeah.
I already
We
left.
should.
I'm already at the end.
all right, yeah, let's do that then.
All right. 'Tis 1 gold piece, and that includes the meal that will allow you to get your long rest in as well.
Is anybody gonna see if there's any activity tonight?
Yeah, I was gonna say how long do I actually need to get this how long can I stay up and still get this long rest in?
You just need to have 8 hours of light, like basically like campfire duties and stuff like that. What are you trying to
Okay.
do?
I'm gonna try to find what's the tallest building in this town?
Oh God, there's not a lot. I guess the speaker's house, maybe.
So I just need height so I can get a better field of view, and I'm basically just gonna crouch up there for like fucking Batman for a little while and scan the township for anybody doing sketchy shit.
This place is pretty small, and with the light going off, even with your dark vision, you're having trouble out to the edges of your dark vision because snowdrifts blow through as well. So like you're Batmaning it up at the
That's fine.
speaker's house.
I can stalk around the city during that time. I'm just gonna I'm gonna take this time to practice my stealth and see if I can come across anything.
Gotcha. Give me a perception check. You catch one person sneaking out of a window, and as you go over there to try to accost him, it was a dude visiting his girlfriend. So it's like, not a thief unless you count heart stealing as a crime.
Okay, well, yeah.
Is there anything else that you would like to do, or are we going to hit the fast forward button?
I'm fine with hitting the fast forward button.
All right. What time are you guys trying to wake up?
I would like
What's that, Jay?
I would like to make a climber's kit.
Okay.
All I need is an hour, and if I have an entire night, then I'll make that. I can only make
absolutely.
one that I don't have to do anything, like use anything for. Which means my Smith one went away since I created a different one.
Gotcha.
Because that is one thing, just so everybody knows, if I need to create a kit, the previous kit is destroyed.
Understood.
Very good.
But it only takes an hour for me to create the shit, so not too bad. That's all I got, and then fast forward.
So it'll get light at around 5 o'clock in the morning. It is 6 o'clock in the evening right now.
Cool. Fast forward.
I mean, we can go until 2 in the morning and then leave at like 3.
I don't want to leave in the dark.
Well, with your 8 hours, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I mean, we can leave at like 3:34. Because I mean, if we start out, we're at least not gonna. We're probably most likely not gonna hit anything from the mountain until it would be later, and it take another hour, an hour into the expedition, then the sun would rise.
Yeah, I can also scout ahead with a murder face and make sure there's no major obstacles, and just rely on my dark vision.
So 10 feet.
Yep, for this it's going to be 10 feet or going to be an hour.
Alright, so that would be right there.
And that takes you into 4 o'clock in the morning.
No, we're gonna leave at 4.
Okay. So then that takes you to 5.
So that way, now the sun's starting to rise. He said, "Well, I mean, rise."
Yeah, you'll start getting light in after this next hour. It'll be like twilight, but for the people who have dark vision, it will seem like it is bright light out to the edges of your dark vision, which I believe for most people is 60 feet. And then I think Gone has like 90 due to his being a gloom stalker.
Who can't see? Who cannot see with dark vision?
I believe that's Chauncey.
I do not have dark vision.
Man, if only there was a way to like just make up some goggles in the night. Whoever could do that, man, that'd be like some MVP stuff.
I don't know how to make that, or if I can make that, or how to do that. Is it still half the price of the object plus some stuff?
There is a replicate magical item infusion. You took the returning weapon and the alchemy jug. And
no, I don't have the jug.
Well, you have you haven't made the jug because that would require you to give up another one. But I do believe
Yeah.
that there is make magical items that you could do. And since we just said that we had a long rest, we could look at, or you could look at swapping them out. Also, anybody that has spells or anything like that, everything's topped back up thanks to your long rest. If you want to switch your spells out for whatever reason, you can go ahead and do that since it's at the end of your long rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of identify because there's no fucking point in having it.
So it is the hour of 5. And we've got our amazing party about half the distance. You got 1 more hour's trek to go.
Buckle in and wait.
Are you guys moving the hour to get to the base of the mountain?
Sorry, yeah, I started to actually do my spells because I remembered because you brought it up.
All right, you are at the base of Kelvins Cairn. Whoever is looking for the site, go ahead and give me a survival check.
Yep.
It is easy enough for you to find because you're like, this is where I would go.
Oh.
And as you pull up, you see. Oh. Well, you and Raven working together are able to find the site completely covered in snow. You find the remnants of a couple of crates and what looks like the refuge of an old campsite.
Can I get an idea as to what might have happened here?
Give me a. You know what? This is your bread and butter. It looks like there were some dogs that were chained to a sled and they succumbed to starvation and are frozen corpses in place. Their bodies show signs of like being eaten by other animals, and then the crates that were around there looks like they possibly had supplies. There are no longer any supplies. Whatever were in the crates was taken probably a while ago.
But there's a sled there?
There's a sled?
Yeah, you said the dogs were like tied to the sled.
Yeah, there's another sled there.
So there's another sled. Dude, that could be really helpful. Put a sled, attach it to the axe beak. Gone.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
As you're
I
investigating,
think the only issue that I would kind of run into it is that's kind of something to snare if we need to use him for mobility. But yeah, I'll take care of it. Can I track anything from this point?
you found the site with the way that the various things have gone through and the weather. Any tracks have since been obscured due to snowfall and stuff like that.
Okay. So I would circle out from here and see if there's any current tracks or fresh tracks, anything fresh.
It seems like you're the only ones that have been around here for a hot minute.
Okay.
Here's where you guys are at. You're down at this little base camp area.
All right. I say we start moving up the mountain.
All right, after you.
All right. I'm gonna lead the way.
All right, give me a survival check. It's for the first part.
What the hell? Oh, there we go. Wouldn't load.
You notice a bunch of mountain goats that are slowly grazing on the side, and as they look at you, they give the little bleeding bleh, and then go back to eating whatever stuff that they can find growing around.
Fuck yeah.
I
You know what
can't
that
speak
means?
with animals.
All right.
Hey, go.
Yeah.
You seen any people around here recently? Last week or so? Anything going on?
Long time ago, there's a group that went up, didn't go down. Their dogs were on the sleds. They kept barking, so we left. And then they didn't bark. And then some cats came, and we got scared and we ran. And now we're here, and we're eating grass. Would you like some grass?
Yes. Okay, so as I'm eating some grass, so hey, Yeti, big thing, white fur, really angry.
Oh, yes.
Know anything?
There's a couple that live on this mountain.
Do they harm your people?
Yes, they hunt us.
Well, if you I'm hunting it. So if you show me where it is, I can make this less of a problem for you.
You see him, he points with his head up the mountain. Up.
How many?
See if he'll come with us and show us.
Can you guide us up there? Show us the safest path?
Up. This thing wants to eat us. No, thank you.
Okay, well, let's try it this way then. Hey, guide us up there and show us the safest path, or I'm going to huck your body off of this fucking mountain, and I'm going to feed the rest of your friends to Murderface.
They start running away.
I think that's target practice, because for what I was gonna say before you said you're gonna talk to him. I was gonna say we're gonna eat good tonight, boys.
Do you want
Firebolt.
to try to? So, seeing as how they're helpless creatures, how many of the 4 do you want to kill?
I just want one.
All right, you kill 1 out of the 4, as the rest of them start
Not a greedy bastard.
running away.
All right.
I'll do it to the one that he was talking to.
All right, guys.
All right.
I got a general direction. There's a cave up that way where the goat pointed. We're gonna keep heading there.
All right.
That
Oh,
explains.
that's what he was doing. He was. Oh, he was telling you where it was. Oh well, hey, we're still gonna eat good tonight.
Yeah.
Sorry if I killed your friend.
We're having filet mignon. We're good. We're having venison. Do they call that venison?
Well, it's goat.
Goat,
Mutton.
lamb?
It's
Yeah.
kind of a mutton.
Mutton. That's
Mutton.
what I was thinking of. Yeah, mutton.
So
Mutton.
you are passing through this area, and up above you, since it's starting to become light, you hear it before you see it. It is a large thing on the rise. As it beats its chest and it bellows, the bellowing envelops throughout the chasms as it starts reflecting. And then it goes again and again, and then it's still rumbling, but it's not coming from the large imposing figure on top of the mountain. As you find yourselves caught in an avalanche. Alright, so here is the avalanche. Hold on just a second, and then I'll tell you how this is going to go. Alright, everybody, for all intents and purposes, these squares are 30 feet. So everybody's within, like, the same square. We're just going with, let me get my little pointer. This one right here.
Okay.
The avalanche is up here starting at about 500 feet. So we will get everybody rolled into initiative. Now with this, remember, you can either roll for initiative or take your initiative score. So let's start our initiative. And I will start putting them in as soon as I'm seeing who's doing what.
What do you mean by that?
So your initiative score is 10 plus your dexterity modifier plus anything else that you might have.
Oh, I'm gonna take that.
That's what I'm doing.
Alright, so
I'm just gonna take my 11.
and then Chauncey got a 17. Alright, Raven, you are the first one to go. You are caught in the middle of this thing. Everything is 30 feet.
So the avalanche is coming at us, right? Or not? It hasn't hit us yet.
Yes,
How
to quote Jane's Addiction, it's coming down the mountain.
About how long do I think before it gets here?
Um,
Can I guesstimate that in that half a second that I'm thinking? Like, is it going to be here? We have 20 seconds to, like, do I have time? How wide is it? Can we run
it is
like to the
200.
right?
It is 200 feet wide, 100 feet in width, and about 30 feet high of just rolling stuff coming down the hill. It's 500 feet from you right now.
Yeah.
You haven't seen how fast it travels yet because it hasn't acted on its initiative order yet.
Excuse me.
Guys, follow me.
Real fast. Are we not on our sled?
No,
Okay. Where is our sled and the dogs and the
you're
axe
right.
we
That
found?
would probably be the thing that you wanted to figure out is how are you going to. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. We were just at the place, so I have no idea. Did we like leave the camp area thing?
Oh,
Mhm.
hey, Alex, where am I in the initiative piece up here?
You are at initiative count 13. It goes
Okay.
Raven, Chauncey, you, and then Vernon.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I just didn't see me in the. Oh wait, nope, there I am. My bad. I wasted time. We're all good.
So
I would
what's
imagine that for the campsite, you probably like secured everything since you have a semi psychopathic axe beak running around that would probably eat his fizz and her fizz.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
thing's secured.
Okay.
how big of an avalanche? I don't know if this is a stupid question to ask, but how big is it? I mean, is it just like a
240 feet long.
200 feet wide, 100 feet in depth, and 30 feet
100
tall.
feet in depth? Okay, fuck, we're screwed. Um,
Looking at it, you can see that there is about 100 feet to either side.
is there any like cave like impressions, anything for cover? Is there anything to shield us, perhaps?
If you want to spend an action to make a perception check, if you get a 15 or a higher, I'll say that you can find something that you can try to steady yourself against.
Okay.
You do find a tree that you think will help shield you from whatever. So any check that you have to make not to get swept away, you can make it advantage.
Okay, I will go to that and uh, uh, using my rope, tie it around the tree, and lash myself in and offer it if anyone wants to join. And that'll
All
be what I
right.
do.
Gotcha. Next up is Chauncey.
I'm trying to sideswipe to the one of the sides to get out of the way. You said about 100 feet.
Yep. You're about 100 feet. So each one of these squares is 30, so
Yep.
it'll be 90 feet in order to
Yep.
make it either closer forward or further back.
Right. Is this terrain normal or is it disadvantage?
I'm not going to be a dick about stuff.
I'm just asking.
I'll say it's normal terrain. You
Okay.
can travel your 30 feet.
All right, then I will do 30 feet dash 60, and then a bonus for Misty Step for another 30.
And you are able to make it outside of what looks like the impressionable range.
I'll yell back, "Hurry up, guys! Get out of the way!"
Chauncey's doing
Helpful.
some crazy stuff. Alright, if that's all your stuff, next up is gone.
Yep. I use one action to cast Rope Trick. I use my other action to hide up in my hole, and I use my bonus action to yell, "Follow me."
Gotcha. So Gon is up in a rope.
Magic rope trick.
Yeah, so it puts you inside a little, like,
Demi-plane, basically.
yeah. And
Oh, that's wicked.
there's room for 5 people up here.
Nice.
Oh shit! All right, on my turn.
Alright, if that's your turn, next up is Vernon. It's your
Pretty cool.
go.
So you're saying I just go into a like room or something like that, basically?
Yeah, no, it's basically like it's a little separate plane of existence.
Imagine Bugs Bunny when he does the whole like rope trick thing with like the being a snake and it like goes up to like one of those Acme portable holes. Well, imagine
Yeah.
hiding in that hole.
Oh, shit! I'll do that instead. Then that's even better.
All right, you head up there. You start doing all that stuff. You're in there. All right, initiative count. It moves 300 feet as it pushes through, and then moves another. It moves 300 feet on initiative count 10, and then it moves another 300 feet on initiative count 0. You guys are up in your little chasm with your rope trick. Right, Raven. I need you to give me a strength check. Actually, strength save would probably be it. You can definitely roll that at advantage.
Roll again.
Oh no, that's good enough. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as the force of that wall hitting you causes you to be jostled around a little bit. For the
Okay.
people up inside of that little rope trick area, you see it pass underneath you. A little bit of it starts to kind of flutter and flurry in, but with the elevation, you were good. All right. And Raven stayed in place. It continues down. As you look up, you see the large, hulking behemoth turning and walking back up the hill.
How far away is he?
Oh, you're fucking dead.
500 feet.
Oh yeah, I'm moving towards that fucker.
What's my maximum range?
Not 500 feet.
No, it's
500 feet.
like, I wonder what my maximum range is. 600 is my maximum range, I think.
600?
It says 150 and then in brackets 600, so I don't know if the 600 is like its absolute, like with penalty.
Yeah, 600 is the absolute limit. Anything over 150, you are doing at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Dude, you could still hit him right now. Just shoot
That's what I'm
at him.
saying. Like I was gonna take a shot at him, but I don't.
Hey, go for it. If you
Do it. It's at disadvantage. What the fuck, man? Who cares?
Motherfucker, yeah, I'll do that. How do I do disadvantage?
just roll out a
I believe
disadvantage.
you
Just
right
click-
click
click
and then hit
right
the
click on it.
disadvantage.
Sorry, sir.
Oh, badass. All right, cool. Got it.
It's a pretty good roll at disadvantage.
Yeah, that's a pretty
Let me
damn good
double
roll.
check.
DC
As
14.
he's turning around,
Like since he's got it, does he get any disadvantages since he's got his back turned? Can't see that shit coming.
You do manage to hit up a pinprick, and you hear it yell.
roll that damage, baby.
Motherfucker.
Sorry, I just missed one.
Here's the second shot.
You hear Ravenloft? Bitch.
Unfortunately,
missed
on the
the second
second
one.
one, you missed.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll say that. You know, fucking climb out, fucking bitch.
All right, you have successfully navigated that hazard.
Let him know we're here, bitch. Fucker.
Yes, if the Yeti didn't know that you were here before, it definitely knows that you're here now. Alright, you travel for about another hour navigating parts along the way, and you now come to an area that looks like this time it does have what looks like a small little cave set off to the side. You notice that there are scraps of stuff around there. It looks like the front of the cave had an altercation of some sort.
Should we do an investigation quick?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation.
Ugh.
You look in and you see looks like a dead body on top of another dead body, and as your eyes slowly start to adjust, it looks like there's a crag cat that's on top of a humanoid. Both
I
of
rolled
them
a
have been.
26.
Well, then you notice. What the heck? You notice that this is a humanoid person who's kind of set up in some scouting style garb. Looks like took some damage. Patches of dried blood that have caked and since frozen solid, and it looks like in his grasp He's got a icicle that he's used to like stab the crag cat that has torn a chunk of his neck out. All the blood's dried.
Damn. What a way to go. Look at this. He used an ice. Oh, man. It's just ice. Oh, as I just slowly take it out and just pocket it. Oh, poor ice pick.
Does he have
I'll
any?
use that later.
Does he have any?
Icicle.
Yeah.
Oh, icicle, sorry.
Vernon, does he have any visible indication in who this person was? Was?
I'll pray on it.
Like there's okay.
You
Just give me a minute.
you notice what looks like the remnants of a small fire. Anything that would have told you probably what was going on was probably consumed for warmth. This person looked like they suffered for a while.
Poor bastard.
That I don't know. I don't know how to talk to him. I guess I'll just think it. I'll just kind of say it softly. Like, are you there? Is this you? Is this you? Oh,
No, this isn't me.
me. As I say quietly, say, what's your name? Mother.
Is there anything you guys are doing?
I think we're continuing on.
We're making our way, man, as quickly as possible.
Sorry,
Making
I'm just
our
trying
way.
to
Following the blood trail. There is one.
I'm following Gron.
There is not, but there is what looks like a series of rocky ledges, and this is definitely where your climber's kits are gonna come in handy, because it's gonna take you a little bit of time to try to make it up this. It's gonna be a skill check challenge, and each person's gonna, or the group's gonna have to succeed on a group check to climb. But since you have that climber's kit, you can make it an advantage.
Yeah.
So here's the stakes. Please don't roll anything, so that way we can tabulate it up as it goes. There's 4 people, so that means at least 50% of you need to get it. If you fail, that means that you guys wasted an hour and you take a level of exhaustion. With that
That's only fair.
being said, it's the first of 3. Is there anything you'd like to do before you start the skill challenges?
Can we see how high the platform is? Can we gauge it, like the next platform up?
It's going to be a total of 3 skill challenges. So imagine that, like, the first third, the second third, the third third.
Gotcha. I'm good. You guys ready?
Straight line distance, probably like, if somebody had fly or something like that, it'd be like 10 minutes.
Oh. I'm not gonna leave you guys here.
You can.
I'm not gonna do that. Oh, I could set your guys. Well, we already have advantage on it because we have a climber's kit. So, and I only get it once a day. I did, however, take Featherfall.
There you go.
So,
Alright, so
nobody has any objections. We'll go with the first
All right, you just want us all to roll, or are we going in succession?
How do you guys want to do it? What builds more suspense for you guys? Everybody roll
Mm.
them at once. Remember, you got advantage since you got the climber's kit.
Well, I think
Is
I think
this
we follow suit with the ranger. The ranger starts us off, and then everybody else, one right after another, and you tell us who rolls. That's my thought process, but you guys decide.
I like it. We can go Gone first, and then you decide who goes next, and then that person, and then the last
cool?
person.
Yeah, sure.
Is this an athletics check?
This is going to be an athletics check that you can make at advantage. So you should just be able to right click on it and be like, roll
Yep.
with advantage.
Acrobatics come into play at all?
It would be if you were trying to go across like a tightrope or like tumble. This is you physically like pulling yourself up in very athletic feats, less dexterity. You are golden on that first one. You made the first check. Who takes the next one after you?
I'll go, I guess.
All right.
So you said an athletics check.
Athletics check at advantage because you got the climber's kit.
Perfect.
I just want you guys to know I'm not very good at this.
Once
Me either.
is there any way for are we tied off to each other by chance?
That's exactly what the climber's kit's doing, and that's why it's a group
Okay,
challenge.
so
Because
that
if
it
you all
does
don't,
connect
yeah,
us?
if they don't make it, you just waste an hour and then gain a level of exhaustion.
Perfect. All right.
So right now we're 50-50, right?
Right now we're at 100% with you guys having yet to.
All right. So
push
I'm all right. I'm not going to use my inspiration yet, but we'll see what happens. Oh, woo. What did we need?
10.
Okay.
You are good. So Vernon is the next one.
18. Let's go, baby.
Vernon's the anchor. God, you're heavy. Come on.
First one successful. Now we're going for the second.
How dare you talk about Steely like that?
It was a compliment.
Fucking Gon's like, you guys up here yet? Come on now.
Right.
Jesus, 29.
Advantage. 14.
There you go. Last with Vernon.
Oh Jesus. Oh,
You guys are able to haul them up, so you're good. We didn't get 50% failures. Last bout.
Everyone, one more last one. Sorry. Athletics.
God damn it, God. You're so good at this. Do you have a climb speed?
I don't even know.
Oh,
I just know
Which
I have
one-
plus 10 to my athletics, so I'm good.
which one of you ripped ass? I was like,
Obviously, it wasn't me. I'm downwind.
All right, and then Vernon for the last one.
Come on. Oh, what is it with those twos?
oh, we only had one. Nice.
One. Nice.
You have successfully made it up.
We're almost
You
like
got distracted by the fucking gas. You're like, oh.
You are seeing what looks like a small cave that is further up. It looks like about another hour's travel, and you should make it to that cave. And then that's where everybody, including the goat, told you to go.
Cool.
We're just following ground.
Oh, I'm going to this cave with a fucking purpose. I'm looking for signs of this fucking Yeti so he doesn't ambush me again, too.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, with your conversation between you and the goat, did you tell the party that there was two? So do we have any knowledge that there's two? I'm not trying to meta, but would you have told us that?
Nope.
Okay, so we're under the impression there's one.
Well,
Gotcha.
Oh, the
one,
Yetis? Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they said there's multiple.
yeah.
Okay, so you told
I
us.
think
Okay.
you said,
Yeah.
they said they live up in the
Yeah.
hills.
Okay, so we're watching our backs as well.
Yep. Yeah. What do I know about Yetis and killing them?
Well, give me a nature check.
Ooh, can I do that too? Sounds like fun. I just got proficiency in it.
Yeah, if you want to make a nature check. You know that
Yeah,
Yetis
22,
are
baby.
large, muscular, look cold climates. Primarily,
What are their weaknesses?
much like anything, Vernon knows that they don't like fire.
Too easy.
Hey, fun fact, Braun. I bet you the Yeti would look wonderful in a nice shade of red.
I bet. I bet you're right. Like a crimson red. Oh, that'd be looking awesome.
Yes. Gron will make his white fur red.
Chauncey, you're a fucking genius.
You know, I don't like
All
to
right.
be attacked.
So how close are we to the entrance to this cave at this point?
I will say that you guys are pretty much right up there.
Whew, nice. Do you get?
Is this
Awesome.
a good time to like take a break?
Yes, exactly. I say we take a break, probably
Cool.
like 10 minutes, and then
Yeah.
make it
Are you
happen from
pausing the recording or is it still going?
there. I'll pause it.
I'm gonna fuck up this Yeti.
I think we almost got everybody back.
Oh, did you try Tabor yet?
I haven't.
Yeah,
On
I haven't.
Wednesdays we clean, so like I was cleaning all day today, and then I did session prep for
Yeah.
this.
I might try tomorrow, but who knows?
Yeah, I got my VA meeting, so I would like to. I want to see how they did with the whole like backpack folding and like being able to strap gear on your sides.
Mm-hmm.
That'll definitely make it funner for missions, and then also like the selling X amount of Kevlars and body armor and stuff like that might finally be advantageous. And they changed the adventure bag to be square. So
Okay.
should be more room for that as well.
Yeah, because that's part of the problem is those missions. I mean, it's like turn in so many whatever's, but you only get two hands, so
Yeah.
it'll make it easier.
Be like, yo dog, I heard you like adventure bags, so we put adventure bags in your adventure bags.
Yeah. And how many?
A lot. I don't know.
Not like
I saw it and I was like, yes, finally. Send this to the
so
group.
yeah. So the other day when I texted you guys, literally logged in, loaded up my sig, went into Silo, and the first raid was Kirtek. He was down there, and I was like, screw it. I got a drum full of slugs, so I was like, ah, what do I got to lose? I don't care. Literally went in, took out two right away. Um, I had there must have been five. I thought there was four for whatever reason. Took out two in the room, and then I ran out, and then two came around the corner, and for whatever reason I miscounted, misjudged, whatever, and I thought they were all dead. I looked in the room, I didn't see anybody. It was quiet. I'm like, all right. I just walk in there, doo. Cure Tech. He was freaking crouched in the corner, like behind shit. I didn't even see. He starts blasting me. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh,
I
man.
turn and he's just. I'm like, so I just unloaded on him. I'm like, you dick. But I mean, I got him, but it scared the shit out of me because I didn't expect him to
I'm
be
back.
there.
All right.
Like,
That's the nice part about that game, though. It like gives you that visceral reaction. So you've made it finally to the giant entrance of the frozen cave. Up ahead of you, to your left, about 15 foot high, 10 foot wide, is the mouth of the cave. There's blood on the snow some distance from the cave's entrance. What would you like to do?
You guys see any tracks?
There is obvious signs of tracks.
How many?
Yes,
Can
yes,
I
I'm
determine
back to
how many?
recording. Looks like at least a pair.
All right.
we got tracks.
All right, guys. Here's my plan. I'm gonna
You're-
go in there. I'm gonna set up a trap at the entrance. I'm gonna wander in, see what we're working with. If it's something I can hit right off the bat, I'm going to. And then I'm gonna flee out and draw them out into an ambush, and hopefully they'll hit that trap on the way.
I think that's a great idea, as well as I would like to go above the cave entrance and try to cause some, like, something to, like, I don't know. I'm thinking of Bugs Bunny and that type of stuff. Put a stick under a rock, knock some rocks over, type scenario.
Yeah, well, we're gonna set up a trap for it, so I can do a trigger for
No,
something along those lines as well.
yeah,
But I
I'm
just
just
want,
saying, like, I
yeah,
want to that as like a fallback. Like, let's pull him out here so that way we can kick him off the ledge or some shit. I don't know. However you want to kill him.
okay,
I was
cool.
just throwing out an idea.
So,
Assuming they're in there.
oh, they're in there. So I'm gonna set my trap.
All right.
I would like to, if he's gonna set the trap, as soon as I see him coming out, or are you doing it like right in the mouth of the cave so we see you doing
Yeah,
this?
I'm setting it at the mouth of the cave, so I don't
Okay.
hit it, and so you guys don't hit it, and I'm basically gonna draw. I'm gonna go in, attack if I need to, but basically just draw them out.
All
Could you
right.
set up a couple of traps? Maybe one right there when they come out, and then another one right before they get to us.
Yep.
And then I can just be sitting back, ready.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think, yeah, I'd like to hold, yeah. I, part of me is like, we're looking for an adventurer too, so I'm like, yeah. I don't want to blast somebody innocent. I'll just say that.
I'm gonna go in and check the whole place first. I'll scout and kind of see what I'm dealing with. They won't see me.
All right. Well, let us know.
All
Somehow.
right. So first step is setting those traps. Am I good on those ones, Alex?
Yeah, that's part of your motif. It's easy enough to do. Go ahead and mark what square you put your trap on. I imagine it's kind of like a bear trap or something like that.
Where are we at? Okay, hold on a second. Sorry, I moved something. My bad.
It's just burning.
Okay, this is my entrance.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna say,
Yeah, you guys are on the outside, and this leads in.
Like I said, I'm gonna climb up. I'm gonna go above the cave entrance. Try to get something to drop on him.
let's see. I'm gonna say right here and right here.
All right.
Does that look right, guys?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Okay. I'm gonna go into this
Hell
bitch.
yeah.
I'm going to, prior to doing that, dust some of this snow on me. I'm gonna cast Long Strider on myself.
I'm gonna back up.
And I am gonna cast Ambush Prey before going in there.
What does that do? I don't think
It
I've
makes me
seen that one.
invisible. I have invisibility for 1 hour. And if I attack something, they get more fucked up.
Gotcha.
Whoops.
So the invisibility will last for the duration of the spell. However, moving 5 or more feet from your position when cast will cause the spell to end its effects.
Oh, is that it?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I didn't read the whole thing. All right, never mind. I'm just gonna rely on my natural stealth.
Gotcha. You are, thanks to being a Gloomstalker, pretty much invisible to anything that requires dark vision in order to see you. There
Yeah.
is low light in this area. It has just started to hit.
All right. So that's me. You want me to start moving this through here?
Yeah, I will let you know what you end up seeing.
Oh wait, that's not me. That's me.
So you notice that this room has a 20-foot high concave roof. Most of the flooring has fallen away. Down below it is about an 80-foot chasm. Let me erase some of this fog of war. You're on at least a decent style of land bridge. Over on this side, right over here, there looks to be a sheet of ice, and as you look back over towards it, looks about a foot thick. Every once in a while, it lets out a small groan.
Noted.
Alright, and in there, you hear it before you see anything around the corner. You hear the sounds of communication. But in that spot specifically, the floor is about 10 foot high, and there is a whole bunch of bones all along the floor. It looks like whatever the Yeti eats has been moved over there, and as you're looking through, you see various degrees of humanoids and various degrees of decomposition, all of them without a head. A couple of them fresh kills.
Those are the traps, correct?
Yes.
Those are the two.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's my distance to these things?
Your distance to what?
Oh, okay. So yeah, I can just hear it. Cool. I'm gonna maintain my my stealth and try to move a little bit forward until I can get an eye on whatever's in there.
Alright, go ahead and give me a stealth check, and this will be how well you're able to move through these bones.
Metal.
Also, I think it's still the same in the new edition, but moving half your distance will not expose your stealth. Is that correct?
So stealth has its own determination, and that is you need 3/4 cover or to break line of sight, and you need to score above a 15 on your stealth. Which with that natural one, you
Yeah.
end up stepping on a bone and making a crack. You start to hear the sounds coming from the side, and then let's just go ahead and get some initiative going.
I knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah,
As
you
soon as
said
he's
nothing.
like, I'm gonna go look up. I actually was muted. That's why.
Dirty 20.
But that's what always happens when you split the party.
Gone with
I'll
a
go with
7,
my 11.
Raven with a 9, Chauncey with the big old 20, and then Vernon, are you taking your 11? Alright, you got an 8. Chauncey, you are the first one to go.
All right. Without knowing what's happening, I am just gonna ready up. With the knowledge I have, they hate fire. I'm gonna ready up a fire bolt.
Gotcha. So you got a firebolt held in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing anything else?
I'm gonna move over just slightly here so I get a better angle.
Gotcha.
I'm ready.
Alright. Next up is you hear a large yelling coming from that direction. Let me make sure that I got this properly. Alright, speed and everything. Coming around the corner, tearing ass, is a large Yeti, and it is going to go ahead and take As it turns around the corner, you see its eyes fix on you, gone. It's using some of its Yeti voodoo hoodoo. I need you to give me a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. Alright. As it comes around the corner, you are struck with fear. You have the paralyzed condition. You take 5 points of cold damage as it coalesces around your body. And then it is going to make these attacks at advantage since you are paralyzed. The first one's going to be a 24. Next one's going to be that. Alright. So for the first claw, you take 7 points of slashing damage and 3 points of cold damage for a total of 10. And then we are doubling that for a second time. So you take a total of 20 points of damage as it slices twice and then hits you with the coldness coming off of it.
All right.
You are not paralyzed anymore, as that is its turn. Next up, you hear the sounds of a smaller creature making noise. And now it is Raven's go.
I'm gonna hold my action until, with the plan, until he comes out.
Alright. So, just so this way we're all clear, if you hold, when you attack, you get 2 attacks on your turn. If you hold your action to attack, you only get 1 attack. Does
So
that change the way that you want to do stuff?
Am I allowed to hold my turn until a later initiative, or do I skip my turn?
I'll let you.
How would I do that?
What's up?
How would I properly do that?
We'll say that you can adjust your initiative all the way down to, we'll say 1 or something, like anything lower than what you have already. Do you want to change your initiative?
Okay, if we can do that, that would be cool.
Yeah, when do you want to try to go?
After the beast,
You did.
one way or the other.
Oh, well, I mean, without knowing exactly how it goes, like you're now after all
let's
the
just
beast.
say 1.
Okay. Man, now I gotta like.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. So Vernon, it is your go.
All right. Did I hear, with me being where I am in the on top of the cave, did I hear his 1?
His what?
Like him when he rolled a 1? Did I hear him fumble through bones?
Yeah, you heard the bones, and then you heard the roar, and then you heard the trampling of the stuff, and you heard impacts of being hit.
Oh,
All right.
oh, never mind.
Did everybody hear that, or was it just me?
I did now.
I just want to know. I was just curious.
We're gonna say
I'm asking that out loud.
We're
Did
gonna say that
hear
everybody knows it's combat. Okay. Gotcha. You're
did you hear that?
as a person.
That
Yes, we all
sounded
heard.
like he fucked up. He fucking fucked up. I know it. That's what it has to be.
Is
All
he
right.
coming?
Well,
Should we go get him?
I don't know. It sounded like he got hit. So, with that, I will use my action to climb down. Holler in there. Be like, come on out! Come out! Because I'm pretty sure that's my entire movement, would be to get down there. And I'll hold a firebolt for if I do see him as my action. So I'm still behind the traps.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right, Gon, you are next. You are no longer paralyzed. You got rocked twice by that Yeti, though.
Yeah, that wasn't good. Okay.
Disengage.
Yeah. How far are these squares on this one?
These are 5 feet.
You can get out totally.
5, 10. Yep. I'm gonna split.
Using the disengage action, correct? So he doesn't get an attack of opportunity against you.
Is that a thing?
Yes.
That is a thing. It takes up your entire action. So that means you can't attack or anything like that. Unless you're a bard and you have the skill where you can use it as a bonus action.
Okay. Yeah,
Rogues
yeah. No,
also.
I'm gonna disengage and book it back towards the entrance.
Gotcha. You don't need to worry about attacks of opportunity because you disengaged.
And then let's see.
What's your movement?
40.
You're at the front of
Oh,
the cave,
yeah, you can make it right to the front of the cave
Right
right there.
Yep.
literally. Damn, you all right? You look fucked up.
All right, Raven, it is your go, and then we're gonna put you back at initiative count number 9 once you figure out what you're doing for your turn, so I don't accidentally forget you.
So I can't see it yet, right? No, I can't. So with that,
Nope.
can I try to help him up if he needs help? I guess. And seeing he's hurt, he might need help.
Yeah, if you move next to him and then grab him, you can move at half your distance, dragging him if he doesn't resist you.
Watch those traps.
Yep, I'll sit there.
I'll
Reach down
put
and-
it. I'll put it into consideration that you guys know that the traps are there and you're
Yeah,
trying not to
trying
actively.
to step around him.
Yeah. I'm thinking more A-Team, less Benny Hill.
Yeah.
We built this for them, not us. Yeah. So that I'm just trying to help him. Yeah.
You can drag him at half speed. It's considered to be difficult terrain.
Okay, we'll pull him back to here then.
All right. And then I'm going to, yep, one of you guys with the other. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Top of the round goes to Chauncey, who has heard the various things that are going on.
So Gron, what are we doing? We fight? We staying? We fighting?
Oh, we're fighting.
I'm pretty sure it's coming out.
Wait for it.
Wait for it.
Oh,
Do we have a way? Do we have a way to potentially push this thing down that fucking chasm right there?
yeah, possibly.
What am
Because
I
that's a pretty
supposed to
narrow
punch you?
space that you just ran through.
That's a large beast.
I think it's about to walk into an ambush, though. So let's just see what it does.
I'm readying my firebolt action, and I'm since Gron is right in front of me, I am gonna move over a little bit right there, just to get a clear sight. So I'm just holding.
Gotcha.
Is that ice in front of us? I'm asking as a character. As well.
I see something here.
Over here.
I'm
Yes,
just watching for this
that's
Yeti.
That's your turn. I'm going with the Yetis next.
We hear this.
All right, Raven, since you're the first one that I can see, it is going to go ahead and throw some ice at you. Hux.
Can I have partial cover there?
Mm-mm.
So
All there at the side of the mountain.
I can draw like a straight line to you without putting anything or anybody in between you.
Fair enough.
No, that's not straight.
So what's your AC?
If you're drunk, that's straight. Yeah.
What's your
I'm
AC?
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Go ahead.
What was your armor class?
16.
Oh, 16. So that was a hit because it was on
Raven.
nuts. So that is
Remember me, do you?
six bludgeoning damage as it hits you, and then it also affects you for 1 cold damage, so that's a total of 7. As it is now looking around for what it needs to do. You hear another bellowing coming from a different part in the cave, some other stuff. Raven, it is your go.
All right. I will turn around and attack it. Shoot it in the face twice.
Gotcha. Anything above a 12 is going to be a hit.
Wow.
That is a miss. 13 is going to hit, though.
So I'm going to do damage, then I'm going to do my bursting shot or explosive shot.
Gotcha.
Actually, I'll do entangling. That'll be better.
Ooh.
There's the damage. 2 damage. And then, let's see, how do I do the explosive shot? Or the grasping arrow is 2d6 poison damage. And if they move, they take the same. But how do I just roll 2d6?
Yeah.
All right. Vines erupt around it. There's a little bit of damage. Yeah. And that'll be it.
Gotcha. That is an additional 8 damage to it, so. Alright, Vernon, it is your go.
All right. We need to draw this thing out here, right? So I'm going to step through so I can. No, you know what?
Step aside.
I'm gonna ready my spear for a spear attack as soon as I see him, and step back over here.
Gotcha. Is that your
That's
turn?
my turn.
Alright, Gon, it is your go.
Okay, I'm gonna move into position, I guess. Can I hit that thing from here?
I am. It'll have 3/4 cover from you because, like, I'm not able to go middle of token to middle of token.
Okay. Can you just step in, get a little bit better shot? I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark. And Hunter's Mark and hit it with a javelin.
Anything above a 12 is going to be a hit. It's a hit.
All right, and then for my next action, I'm gonna hit it with another fucking javelin.
Gotcha. 14's a hit.
And then is Hunter's Marks on every hit, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
You would guess that it's bloodied, so it's at about half health.
Word. That should get its attention. That's it.
All right.
You're gonna move back, right?
There we go. Oh.
Next up is Chauncey's turn.
Indeed. So the fact that this firebolt is starting to get hot in my hand, I am going to step up and just decide to throw it.
Gotcha. Anything over 12.
15.
That's a hit.
That's 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 fire damage.
It looks like it is hurting.
And then I think at this point I'm just gonna take my step back, and hopefully that's enough to draw it out. That's my turn.
Gotcha. Its turn with a little bit of a blaze. All right.
Oh, it's going the other way.
And it takes 2d6 damage.
Go ahead and give me that 2d6. It is limping, leaving behind huge amounts of pooling blood as it looks like it is on its last legs.
Hey, Gon, maybe this is your opportunity to go ask it, what the heck? Why is it so pissed off?
Heal up and go claim your bounty. I think there's a little one in there too, eh?
You hear coming from on top the sounds of another Yeti yelling as it drops into position.
Oh, shit.
I believe that Vernon, that would trigger your attack of opportunity.
Correct.
That one looks mean.
With that, anything above a 12. It's going to be a hit.
Eight.
All right. Vernon, I need you to go ahead and make for me a Constitution save, DC 13 against its chilling gaze.
Not a fucking chance.
Nice.
People.
All right, it is going to go ahead and take its 2 swipes at you.
I know, bitch.
Both not coming nearly as close as it needs to, as you are able to maneuver yourself out of the way from those 2 big hits. That is its turn. Next up is that thing. It is making noise. Alright, Raven, it is your go.
Alright, so being mindful of the traps, first thing is I'm gonna take a shot at this thing.
Alright.
Here it is. Clear shot.
Vernon's in between you two, so I'm giving it a +2 to its AC for half cover. So anything above a
Well,
14.
I haven't done. I could do my movement.
It is also large, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty big.
That's kind of what I was thinking, but
It makes sense.
okay. So how about this? I will come to here, and I have a direct shot that doesn't hit him, assuming I can have any type of a shot. Would you agree with that?
I don't want to necessarily argue it, but here's my thing. There's an
I got you.
ally between you and him. This is
Okay.
why having the feats like sharpshooter, which ignore half cover, 3/4 cover, are good things to have.
Oh, I got you. All right. So what would I minus to do it?
You just have to make sure that you hit above. If you hit a 14 or above, and then
Okay.
don't roll a 12 or a 13, because if you hit a 12 or a 13, you hit Vernon.
Okay.
If you roll a natural 1, a 12, or a 13, you'll hit Vernon.
Oh no.
I hit a 13.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Incoming, Vernon.
Vernon, you
just
take
curious.
7 points of piercing
Sorry.
damage.
I'm just curious. That does not come near my AC though. Does that matter at all?
Yes, because the mechanics in the rule book say if it covers that bridge or bridges that gap, he hits you instead. That's the risk versus the reward portion.
Oh.
Okay.
He tried to shoot around you and was
Sorry.
not successful. You basically acted like a shield.
You have an arrow to the knee.
Hey, I just want to say this real quick. This
I'm
is
sorry,
this
man.
is
I'm gonna shoot you.
out of this is player to player. I swear to God, you motherfucker, you better not be the same just like Cody. God damn it! Oh, shit. I'm the only person that keeps getting hit by friendly fire, but
Oh,
I'm
this
not, I
has
don't,
happened before. I
don't-
take it.
yeah, in other campaigns. But I'm just kidding. I'm just joking around.
No, you're
right.
good, dude. No, that's. I would say the same thing.
I
I thought
it's
I could.
always me. It's always fucking me. Ugh. All right, cool beans.
All right, I'll seeing that I will gun shy and I won't shoot the second one, but I'll stay there.
That's your action?
Yeah.
Alright, Vernon, it is your go.
You son of a bitch. I'm going to disengage
Punch right in the face.
and squeeze by. And
Glare at me.
just body checking you a little bit while I walk by.
Pull the arrow
just
out of
want
your
you to know.
fucking mother.
Well,
Get my
yeah,
arrow.
pulling the arrow out, you
Give me my arrow
fucking
back.
dick. I will. I'll give it back to you and be like, hit that, not me.
Yeah, sorry, man. Sorry.
So that's 25, and I'm gonna step over here because I like this little ice thing.
Got that buck fever, man. Sorry.
All right, and that is going to be my turn.
Gotcha. Next up is Gone, then Chauncey, then the Yetis.
All right, Hunter's Mark, Javelin.
What does the Hunter's Mark do again? Is it just add damage for you?
Yeah. I think that's a hit.
Yep, anything above a... Now it's back down to a 12. Respectable 11. Yep.
And I'm going to hit it with another Javelin.
Gotcha. This is a total of 4 javelins. How many javelins do you have? Dirty 20 is going to be a hit.
I have 8 left.
Nice.
Damn.
I imagine
that's
that it's kind of like Casey from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You're just like, javelin.
Just keep pulling them off.
7, 5, another 12.
Alright. It is definitely bloodied.
Yeah, fuck this thing. All right, and that's it.
Gotcha. Next up is Chauncey.
Say hello to my little friend. Uh, I'm gonna I'm gonna try an Eldritch Blast on it.
Gotcha.
Not with an 11. The other one's coming its way, and not with oh god. Um,
He got scared. I didn't.
yeah, that's not good. I am going to take my movement, and hopefully, Guy gets the hint that we're moving here. Um, and just for reference sake, I look at this pit. I see a path over here. How wide is that? Is that still the same 5, 10, 15, 20-ish feet?
Every square is 5 feet.
Okay. Just keeping that for reference.
Yeah.
That is my turn, and I'll just yell, make sure we don't get pinched.
All right. Comes up, and the chilling gaze does not work because you've already been chill gazed. So just gonna make 2 swipes at Gone with its meaty fist and claws. Pathetic. 25. That's a hit.
Yeah.
And that is going to be 9 slashing damage and 5 cold damage. Total of 14. How's Gone looking?
He's not happy.
Gotcha. You hear Yeti sounds of concern. Raven, it is your go.
Yeah, and I step back. Okay. Look, make just, take a deep breath, knowing that my friends are behind me, and I will take a shot.
ET's a
Hey, look at that.
All
You
right.
hit it.
So
Good
this
job.
is going to be the damage. Then I'm going to do my second entangling shot.
Gotcha.
Fucking every time, man. Son of a bitch. All right. Here's the damage. Every time it's on reroll. So that's my first shot, and then my second shot, and I no longer have any of my other shots.
Good job, Ravenloft. That's where you need to hit. Good job.
Yeah, no shit. All right, bam, 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 got him.
The Yeti ends up falling limply to the ground, dead.
Be like, gone. You should go take care of the other one. We'll follow you.
Vernon, you get the impression that that was the one. There's a sense of relief. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Vernon, it is your go.
I'm gonna go out there to its body and start cutting off its head and putting it in my bag of holding.
Okay.
Like hell you are.
That's too damn bad because it's my turn. That's what's happening.
Well, that's what you're starting on. So it's gonna take you a while.
Is that gonna fit in your bag of holding?
You can hold 500 pounds worth of stuff in your bag of holding. I imagine that the tentacle's probably like 100 pounds. The goat was 150 pounds plus whatever odds and ends you have in it.
We ate a big part of that tentacle.
Ah, son. Got it.
The berries.
Yeah, because we were talking about calamari.
Was that your turn, Vernon?
Yeah, that's pretty much all I can do.
All right. Gone. It is your go.
Okay, I'm gonna use one action to rip this thing's head off. You can have it. I don't care. I use my second action to shit down its neck.
Gotcha. I like it. You only get one action though. You get 2 attacks on the action. So you attack the head once, and then you attacked it with your
butt.
Yeah.
crap. You Duke
Yeah.
Nukemed it.
Yeah.
So, and then a free action to take your pants down.
Yeah, that's my bonus action.
Object interaction to wipe.
Yeah.
You can't forget you get one of those.
Ron doesn't wipe.
Oh.
All right, so I take it that's your turn.
Yeah.
All right, Chauncey, it is your go. You're hearing hushed sounds coming from further back in the cave.
All right, I'm gonna go take a peek. I'm using my movement, my dash.
All right, as you go around the corner, you see one of the Yetis is holding position. Looks like it's trying to staunch the bleeding from a wound, and one of the Yeti tykes intercepts itself in between you and it. It's trying to make itself as big as possible in a feeble attempt to intimidate you. It's not very intimidating.
Oh, it's so cute.
It's cute. Well, I can't do anything else, so I just wait here for the party, I guess.
All right.
It is cute.
This Yeti lumbers its way over, seeing as how somebody rushed in on it, and it is going to go ahead and make 2 attacks against you.
Lovely.
18's gonna hit, and then is a 16 gonna hit? Yes, both of those are gonna hit. 6 points of slashing, 9 points of slashing, 6 points of cold, another 3 points of cold.
24?
I think so. Yeah. Came up, and it looks like it mustered up all the strength that it had to try to hit you twice. It looks like it's interjecting itself now in between you and the Yeti tyke. The Yeti tyke, not knowing what to do, pushes itself back in the corner to become as small as possible. Raven, it is your go.
All right. 30. My movement speed is 30 feet. All right, that's 30 feet. And that's my action. Oh, did it? It moved again. So can I roll another 2d6?
I forget, is that every single time or just if it moves out?
Every time it moves, in general, until it dissipates, and it hasn't been on it for very long. Less than 5 rounds. Or less than
I tell you what, it says that it can remove them as a action, so I'm going to make that.
Okay.
I'm gonna make.
And I'm having to try it.
I get you.
Did it take damage when it tore it off,
All right.
or did it? You know.
We'll say that it was not able to, so we'll do the damage that it takes.
I don't know if it's in its rage. You know, if it could have.
I'm already giving you the fact that you're like, I put the bramble shot on it. Please give me the 2d6 damage.
I did.
Oh, 10? All
Yeah.
right. And
No,
that's,
thank you.
that's the last thing it did, is it ended up dying trying to protect its child.
Uh-oh.
And that's when I run in. With my move and a dash, I can end right here.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Gotcha. Next up is Gone.
All right. I am going to run up and yell stop. Uh, let me speak.
So you're gonna run up there as well.
Yep.
All right. So I will take us out of combat, and we are kind of in this situation where I'll say that everybody's around.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try to talk nicely to this thing and show it I'm not a threat.
All right,
And
Vernon.
I've still got my
Give,
speak to animals. I don't know if that's gonna work on this thing.
uh
I don't think it does.
unfortunately, it is smarter than an animal. Vernon, give me a charisma save disadvantage. You want to kill that thing.
Nope. He goes for that, and I throw my spear once. It comes back to me, and I blow a line of cold weather at it, or my breath weapon
At the
What's
Yeti
going on?
tyke?
at the Yeti type.
All right. And the Yeti tyke dies.
You're terrible.
What was that?
Vernon, what are you doing?
It needed to die. Look what it was going to turn into.
Right.
Look what it's done. Look at all the bones around you. Look at all the people that it's killed. Do you not understand?
Mhm.
We just saved so many people from dying horrible deaths because of these fucking creatures.
Did we know?
Just start searching the lair for loot.
We're just gonna loot.
So there's a lot of stuff going on. If you wanted to take an hour, you could give me a roll to see what you could find.
Hell yeah, let's do that. I mean, this is our cave right now. And it's probably about to storm anyways.
So
I'm gonna go.
Be
Vernon, that presence that you felt with you is no longer there. You are also no longer proficient in nature.
Nice.
I'm gonna use this time to go outside and skin that Yeti, and make a coat.
Can you retrieve your traps, or are they just set? They set.
Yeah, I can retrieve them. I can break them down. I'll do that too.
Actually, you should leave those there so that way we could, relax here. And
That's
if
a
they
good
go
idea.
off,
Yeah, no, that's reasonable. I'll leave them. Still skinning that Yeti.
So the Yeti to skin the Yeti will take you about an hour, and if Raven's looking around for
I'll be looking around
loot
too.
and stuff like that, all right, you guys go ahead and give me a perception check.
Would that be an investigation? Just question.
Sure, we'll go with that.
That's a 17 for me, sir.
There
Good.
is not a lot that Yetis find valuable, but eventually you find it. You find a pearl that's worth about 100 gold pieces.
Yes! I can finally identify one thing. Wait, does it consume it? It consumes it, or do we?
No.
I just have to have it.
You just have to have it.
Oh,
keep that in your pocket.
If you put it into a scroll, it would consume it.
Or into a ring, maybe. That might work.
or penis piercing.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll get a Prince Albert.
All right. So during this hour, what's everybody else doing?
I'm hurt. I'm resting.
So on a short rest, you can go ahead and burn hit dice in order to heal up, or you know, you can cast healing spells on each other, do whatever else.
Where is the thing for rolling your hit dice? Is there a button for that?
I think if you click on short
Yes.
rest, it'll allow you to do that.
Rest.
I'm
And
very
it asks
rarely
how
a
many you
player.
Oh, holy shit. I didn't see that up there.
Yep, it'll ask you how many you want to use as well.
Oh, damn.
And then if you don't get as many hit points as you need because the rolls suck, you can just roll more. You have all your hit dice there.
You guys are what,
at your
5th level?
disposal. Yep. Yes, sir.
All right.
I'm gonna actually do that. Let's go ahead. Come on, one. I only need one, right? Of course not. Of course, that's some bullshit. Wow. All right. I never use my hit dice. I'll do it.
I didn't roll. Did it? Did mine? I can't tell if mine rolled or not.
Everybody gets 1,000 experience for this battle.
Holy shit.
Oh wait, hold up. This was not correct because it said that there's an abominable Yeti, which is not the case because that thing does a breath attack that does 45 damage.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That would have one-shot me.
So how much?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Yeti's cold
that's
breath
cold
does 45
damage, right?
damage. Yeah.
Damn.
So I would only take half of that. So I could still live. Just barely.
Be a
And about
popsicle.
enough time for it to run up and really waylay you.
Yep. But I should have stayed there so it could have hit me.
How much
Because
experience?
I could have done a psychic repulse, which I didn't do to you, and I thought about it. I fucking thought about it.
1,400. That's what it was for 2 Yetis and a Yeti tyke.
Nice.
1,400?
Yep.
Cool. I like how you.
Oh, we're
wow.
so close.
30 experience off.
30
Yeah, we're
experience?
40
Yep.
experience. Yeah.
40 experience away from 6th level.
That's close.
Round it up to 6th level. You guys are gonna have to do a long rest in order to level up.
Hell, is the storm rolling in?
You take a look out there, and it's looking okay so far. It is about, we'll say, 10 a.m. Like it just hit into the morning where it's starting to be light.
Pull out a campfire and start setting it up. Go for a longer rest if we want to.
Yeah, we'll
Yep.
set up a tent and all that stuff inside the cave.
Clear all the stuff away, like nastiness away from that area, cleanest area.
Are you guys doing
I
your
like
long
it.
rest then?
Yeah.
I like my statue. The Yeti type statue that I have. I'm gonna sleep by that.
So your long rest takes you into the middle of the blizzard. It looks like it's going to be another 3 hours before this blizzard lets up.
Looks like we're taking an 11-hour long rest.
Sure.
I
And
wonder what Yeti tastes like.
you got time to figure it out. You guys are taking a
gonna-
long rest. You're doing whatever. It is now 10. It is now 10 o'clock
I'm
at
gonna
night.
eat that baby.
It is now 10 o'clock at night. What are you guys doing? I tell you what, it's like 9 o'clock at night in real life. We don't have to make these decisions. We could put a pin in it.
So just to confirm, we're at 14,000, right?
You guys are enough to hit level 6.
Okay.
So whatever level 6 is for you guys, that's what you're at. So you guys can do your level up, stuff like that. And then the next time it's gonna be 10 o'clock on day 12. And then it should take you what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Another 4 hours to get down the mountain. Which would leave you to about 1 o'clock in the morning on the 13th. If we wanted to leave you guys back at the base camp, unless there's anything else that you wanted to do. Also, you don't have to make these decisions right now. We could put a pin in it until next week.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Wait, did we want to see if we can find the lost? Why do I keep calling him camper? Hiker? What? Climber?
It's
I mean, we assume it's one of these bones, but
yeah, he's at peace now. I just know it. I just
are
feel
we
it.
at the summit right now? There's nowhere else to go, right? We're at the top. Tippy.
There is a little bit more up ahead, or up
I
above.
think we take a peek and then we head down.
Yeah, we can definitely decide that next week. Oh.
Love it. We'll figure that out next time.
Oh man. Finally got resistance to fire. Yes.
Well, I got sharpshooter. Now I will be in a better position not to shoot you in the ass.
I mean, we always like it.
I was thinking in my mind I could probably negotiate my way through to hitting him, but no, I see your.
You moved right behind me. If you're going to negotiate, you should have moved towards the edge of the.
I
edge
did.
of the
I
cliff.
moved over. I moved over a little.
No. You went this way. You should have gone this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
To
You
get
got
in
a fat
front of
ass.
Chauncey.
I didn't know, man. I didn't know if you were gonna go that way. I'd have shot you in that cheek. Or instead, I went that way and shot you in the other. So won't happen again.
Yeah.
All right, good times.
Good times. All right, guys.
Just
See you next week.
remember, I owe you.
Yep.
I owe you one.
Yeah, no shit. It's funny.
Yeah, I'm
Fireball.
deciding on what I want
Fireball.
to make.
Shoot a fireball at the enemy and accidentally hit me in the back of it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, my bad, dude. Sorry, you're just standing there, asshole. All right, guys. You guys have a good night.
Later.
All right. Yeah, you guys too. See.
So it sucks because I love this bag of holding, and my spear is so awesome. But these other things that I can get now, it's like,
How many
like this.
how many infusions spots do you have?
Oh yeah, I don't know how many of that if that went up as well. I do not know. Let's go to my actual character sheet real quick with me just doing that and see what it says. I have one more infusion. Yes.
There you go.
Am I gonna do the shield or the armor? Because if I do the shield, I can do a shield repulsor, which means hold on, let me So fucking cool. Because yeah, all right. So I did put it on the character. So the shield has 4 charges. While holding it, the wielder can use a reaction immediately after being hit by a melee attack to expend one of the shield's charges and push the attacker up to 15 feet away. The shield regains 1d4 expended charges daily at dawn. I was thinking about that, like something like that, because I was like, man, would it be awesome right now if I could just fucking push that guy into into it? That would have been perfect for that. He hits me, and I would have been like, I'm gonna repulse and push him into the
Possible.
chasm. It was a lot of fun though. So, enhanced defense. A creature gains a +1 bonus to armor class while wearing armor or wielding shield with infused item. This bonus increases to a +2 when you reach 10th level in this class. So with that, I get a +1 on top of the extra +1 I get from the repulsor shield. So that's a +2. Because the
I
shield
have
gives me a 1 and the enhanced defense gives me 1.
I'll have to read it to figure it out.
Yeah. I
So it sucks about getting a new thing. I had to pay my Kansas gas stuff. I was like, oh, the one that I forgot. That's good.
All right, here, let
It's
me add
back
this
on
real
auto.
quick.
Yeah, because it should do that stuff all in its.
There you go. What? Jesus. This is what it said. I literally just cut this, just took a like little screenshot of it, and I'm posting it on picture. Because it's 2 different things. Because I got both of them this level.
So if you like, your shield can only take one of those infusions at a time. So if you did enhanced defense on the armor that you have, you'd get magical armor, and then if you did repulsion shield, you'd get the repulsor shield, and then everything would wind up being even.
Yeah.
Also, like, you can enhance other people's stuff as well.
No. I'm sorry, but I just don't want to do that. I want to be a badass. Like I thought about it. I right after I moved, I was like, fuck, I should have just stayed there and attacked it. Because I want you to actually hit me. Like I want to get hit so that way I can use my like repulse thing that I had this entire level that I haven't been able to use yet.
It's gonna be interesting. I don't want to give nothing away, but like this is one of the beginner quests, so like everything's been pretty easy for you guys based off the fact that like this is still chapter 2 stuff. We're getting ready. Well, chapter 3 already started.
It sucks that it's already started. Like we can't. That everything just is on a time thing.
Yeah, have you noticed the map of the world? You'll notice some things
Yeah.
are missing.
Yeah. Cities.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how does that happen?
Find out next week.
It got covered by the blizzard.
We'll figure it out.
Damn.
Like I said, there's ticking timers on everything, and choices matter.
Yeah, I don't know what our plan is. The only reason why we did this was because I was possessed. Like, and I was like, no, we're gonna go do that. What do you think about my little thing, the speech that I gave at the end, when I killed it?
It's good justification. I mean, it fits.
I didn't tell them anything, so. But what did was that the prize or the treasure? The pearl?
You don't know. It left as soon as you killed the Yetis. It had a sense of satisfaction, and then it left.
I think that's what it was. Because he said it was a treasure and an expensive one, so. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I mean, if you're happy with it and you found it, sure, we'll go with that.
I don't know what it was.
Or the alternative is that a vengeful undead spirit conned you into taking care of its unfinished business so that way it could rest.
Yeah, I wanted to help it get to rest anyways. But I'll just accept the pearl as that's the treasure that he had that I found. That's my justification. Because otherwise, I don't like being possessed. That's why it's like, ugh. This is what I get for it. I get a pearl. Damn. Damn, the world is crazy.
Well, I'm gonna head out and go to bed unless you got something else.
Yeah, is Damien gonna play anymore?
I don't think Damien's gonna be playing anymore with us. I think he's decided that he's got other stuff that he's gonna devote his attention to. So
I haven't heard from him like that at all.
Us.
Okay.
Yeah.
All good, sir.